Hello everyone, and welcome to the Ranger Vocation Showcase. So, managed to get some time for this. Just recently finished a Ranger subquest to be able to do this, so let's get started. Ranger is a attacker-supporter vocation, more so on support. They're capable of a variety of things. The Ranger can use bow, boomerang, axe, claws, usual fist, shields, and ruggedness. They typically will use a shield with boomerang if you decide to go the boomerang route. Most Rangers I've seen will go with axe or claw, but you will see them with boomerang or bow as well. Boomerang can be quite powerful, especially when it comes to reducing status resists. Boomerang and bow are more so support weapons, while axe and claws are more so attacker weapons. So depending on how you need to play your ranger, if you need to be more offensive or more defensive, with offense you go with axe or claw, for defensive you go boomerang or bow. In this demonstration I will be going with the bow. So the bow has, for its 7-pointer, a shot that can greatly lower spell resistance. Obviously there's going to be master orbs for that to make it proc better. Flood of Disaster, not many people really use that at all. Not many will use Thunderbolt either. What people will use is Reign of Pain. And that's pretty much your bread and butter attack right there, until your charges come up. The other neato thing is they can fire an arrow that recovers MP from damage, so this brings you back some MP when needed. And it has an MP cost of 0. Shining Shot will fire arrows of light that randomly strikes enemies. If there's only one enemy, it's likely going to hit that enemy for all of its shots. Guardian Star protects nearby allies from bad effects once. So if a status ailment happens to be coming in, if you got this applied, it's going to negate that. It's got a very low charge time, so it's very, very useful. So as a support vocation capable of using bows, you want to try to keep this up at all times. If you're facing against enemies that put out certain status ailments and all your party members don't have perfect resist against it. Darkness Shot. It's a shot that lowers light resistance, so you want to use Darkness Shot first before you use Shining Shot. Lost Snipe pretty much takes away their anger or fury and the tension of nearby foes. Very nice to use if an enemy is enraged. And Sunlight Arrow shoots 5 light arrows to nearby enemies. Again, you want to use Darkness Shot first before you use Sunlight Arrow or Hollow Arrow. Or no, sorry, Shining Shot. Now as for the vocation's own skills, they get Mercy, which lets weak enemies escape from battle. Why even bother doing that? You can just run away, unless you're in an area where you can't run. Win Over attempts to charm an enemy. This will be based on your charm stat. But if you charm an enemy, the enemy will start attacking others. Obviously it won't work on bosses. Metal Trap is very useful. It actually prevents metal enemies from escaping, such as metal slimes. Mist Me is it's one of their key abilities. It can nullify a breath attack once. This is what makes Rangers so valuable for bosses that uses mainly breath attacks. They can apply this onto their defender, and it will nullify those breath attacks, erasing the damage completely. Wolf Whistle is an attack that goes off of deafness. The higher your deafness, the more damage this does. So if you are a Ranger main, you want to go for as much deafness as possible. I recommend the Bandit Mask. It provides a tremendous amount of deafness. Dark Fog. Fog that weakens and blinds enemies. I believe it lowers the defense as well. Ridge Racer is a earth explosion trap that you set down and it'll go off in a little while longer. Fenrir Whistle is an advanced version of Wolf Whistle. Does a lot more damage, pretty low charge time too. Cerberus Rondo, similar to the wolf whistles, only it calls a big version of the wolf, and it also increases your damage for a certain time. And then Crimson Fog, your ultimate ability. What this does is it provides Oomphle and Mist Me to all your allies. Spells. You have your typical heal, mid-heal, more heal, Zen, and Zing. So you do have the capability of reviving players. And if you got at least a decent amount of mending, either from passives or whatnot, your more heal should be able to heal at least around maybe 320 to 400 HP at max. It really is based on your level and if you're wearing any magical mending equipment. So it does allow Ranger to be a decent spot healer if a heal needs to go out and either the Sage, Priest, or whoever your healer is busy. You also have a few offensive spells as well. Mountain Mover and Ridge Razor. You can also dazzle enemies to blind them. You have Insolate and Insoletale to raise breath resistance for everybody. Again, your main job is to nullify breath damage as much as you can. And then, of course, there's Ridge Razor, and you also have Oomphle to significantly raise attack of an ally by 2 stages. Very useful on your DPS. Don't think I was missing anything. Let's see here. Oh, I gotta replace those 2 soon. Okay, so that's the explanations out of the way. Let's go ahead and get this started. Now, once again, most Rangers will opt to use either Axe or Claws while keeping their secondary as Bow or Boomerang. It really depends on their preference or what they're trying to do. Honestly, I should have put on the bandit mask I had for the deafness, but I think it's fine. So naturally, since I don't know what these puppets are going to do, I'll insulate everyone. Darkness shot first. And because Rangers have such high natural dex, or deafness, you get pretty high crit rate too. Also, if I had my bandit mask on, I'd probably crit a lot more. Nice. Just to demonstrate, I already have my attack up buff. Okay, now this one actually has it. So now I'm going to apply this to everybody. I'm surprised I don't have my special up yet. I'll take that rage off. Ah, there we go. Now she's doing the unavoidable instant kills. That's that. Since we couldn't see the special this time around, for the heck of it, I'm going to fight this again. Substitution coins are always valuable. Definitely need those. Got a lot of that. I gotta fight that guy. Thing is, I have a teammate who wants to be a ranger. He's just kind of iffy on it. Man, I gotta clean this stuff up. As you can see, it gives quite a lot of deftness. Though I'm sure there's a better face accessory out there somewhere. This is actually pretty good for someone that relies on deftness for their actual skills. Plus it gives more crit rate. Also using a level 42 bow. I would be doing more damage if I was using a level appropriate bow, so keep that in mind. Brownie Boost gives an attack and defensive buff, as well as restores HP. And there you go. That's Ranger. Typically, you do not do this kind of fight unless you're level 90 plus. Some of these guys can hit hard, but yeah. Ranger is an attacker supporter vocation. To follow it up, you have many useful buffs and debuffs you can apply. You're also capable of resurrecting others and putting out some spot heals. If you decide to go more supportive, you can stick with bow. Or, if you wish to go more on offense, you can go with axe or claws. Claws and axe typically can do about twice the DPS, well, more like 50, maybe 60% more damage compared to what bow can put out. But bow gives you the safety of range when it's applicable, and you have a support defender actually paying attention, keeping the enemy away from everybody. Obviously, Demon Swordmaster support AI can't really keep the enemy back from going after you. And that is it. As for the Ranger pose, Special Ranger. I will see you guys next time.